Foreclosure.
Yeah, yeah. Chapter something
Imagine,
bankruptcy.
RJ, imagine losing your home over your door. Today we're gonna start with DoorDash. Fair use.
Pay later firm Klarna. This one is landing and partnering up with DoorDash. In the coming months, customers will be able to use Klarna services to purchase groceries, retail, and a Dash Pass annual plan. And customers will have the option to pay for their purchases in full in 4 equal installments or defer payments to a more convenient time. Here, shares right now of DoorDash up by 1.5%.
Yeah, and I'm not proud to admit this, but I am a Dash Pass member.
Really?
Yes, I am.
How long? Member since?
Like 2 years now.
Okay, since 23.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal. But for DoorDash, this is their first buy now, pay later partnership. We've seen this shift in consumer sentiment, this decrease in consumer confidence, this expectation that we're going to have inflation elevated over the long term. And we know that a lot of consumers, they've been pretty squeezed when you go to the grocery store. So the fact that we're seeing this buy now, pay later partnership for DoorDash, I think could be a positive, hence the share uptick that we're seeing today. But this is also coming ahead of Klarna's expected IPO. And I think just partnering with, more of a sexy name like DoorDash, a name that people know and recognize, that could potentially get some retail investors on board.
More debt creation, RJ. People are out here door dashing and paying 3 months later. Crazy. Where are you going?
That's DoorDash. That's gonna be on layaway. That's ordering on layaway. I don't know.
That's
but
crazy.
But I think it's a race. It's a race to the bottom as well, right? Because you're gonna take more risks. I understand you're gonna get more orders, but you're gonna take more risks.
Yeah, I think not sure how the Klarna business model is, whether they foot the bill and then you have to pay Klarna. I guess that's how it's usually done. So I've never used Klarna. I don't need Klarna. I'm not so I'm definitely not the target group here. I've never thought to use Klarna, so I don't know. I've never looked into their business model, but if I would think you're moving the payment installments, that means that they are probably footing the bill to $15, to $50 at that moment. You wanna eat lavish, but you cannot pay it, dude. You gotta figure out. You got your priorities wrong in life. If you're door dashing and you cannot pay it right away.
But who does this business model appeal to? People with no money, or people who don't know how to manage their money.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take on higher risks just to get more orders in. I mean,
but Klarna will put the money up, right? So that's Klarna is
listen, KaiR. I don't know if it's DoorDash or Klarna. Someone's gonna get screwed.
Someone's gonna, yeah, it is true.
That's
But hey, you know what's also called?
What?
Foreclosure.
Yeah. Chapter something bankruptcy.
RJ, imagine losing your home over your door. Yeah, man. I can pay my DoorDash bills. Yeah, put up your home. The thing is, you know what's the problem in this? I'm making a joke, but most of the people, so the majority of the people who are using DoorDash are between the age of 25 to 34. That's compromising about 31% of their of all the 31.5% of all the users across the group age. So that's also not the people who have a lot of assets to get anything. So it's you might be right on the risk part. I don't know. Delaying. All I'll say is this. This is bonkers. For our viewers, don't do this. It's gonna end bad if you start doing this one. Because it starts with one order. It starts with one order, then it becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before you know, you have 100 orders with deferred payment. Or you're paying them in 4 installments. What are you doing, man? You don't have the money. Make sure you make the money in order to be able to spend it. Crazy. Next one for today, Jake Paul. Shout out to Jake Paul. He decided that it's a good idea to call out Anthony Joshua. Fair use.
I know my boundaries. I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know
he
I
just
will
got
beat,
knocked out, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends, all this shit, but I want to fight you. I know my boundaries. I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I will
just got
beat,
knocked out, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends, all this shit, but I want to fight you.
Do you think he's out of his mind, skill class?
I usually Jake Paul fights people who are, let's say, really like they're big names, but they're either not in they're fighters but not boxers, or they were very good fighters but now they're very old. I don't know if Anthony Joshua is the one to mess with, but I think that if he wins Anthony Joshua in that fight, he will get way more credibility.
The last fight he fought, I think it was in 2023, that was against Tommy Fury, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was Tommy Fury. Was it Tommy Fury? Was it Tommy Fury? Let me take a look real quick. Oh no, he fought. Did he fight all these guys after Tommy Fury? Well, he fought Andre August, Nate Diaz after that. Oh, I thought he fought Mike Perry as well, Mike Tyson. He's fighting a lot of washed up people, but Tommy Fury, who's let's call it a legit boxer, the less talented brother of Tyson, he lost that one. Anthony is if I'm not mistaken, Anthony either has a gold medal, Olympics, or he went to the finals. He went pretty far into the Olympics, so he can fight.
That's what I'm saying.
The problem is he's fighting against other professional boxers that do this full time.
Yeah,
he's gonna run into a jab.
Yeah.
And is.
You're saying Jake Paul is.
Yeah, he's gonna run into that jab.
Yeah.
I think he's bigger too. I think he's probably taller than Jake. It seems like
I think so too.
That's already a mismatch.
What I'm saying. I mean, if he can beat him, then you would get more credibility.
Yeah.
Because the people Jake Paul usually fights are big names, but that are either they're not boxers, or they're not or they're washed up, or not washed up, but they're more, they've fallen off the cliff. So they
Or
still
they
have
are
it, but it's not, they're not in their prime.
Or they are 60 years old, 70 years old, almost with can barely walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Who will win this fight, Jake or Anthony? Anthony has a soft chin, so maybe Jake can try out and swing a little bit, maybe connect one time, and Anthony is out of here.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe.
Who knows?